Well, my name is Peter Norman, and I'm the Chief Economist of Altus Group, which is a consulting firm dealing with the real estate and housing and property investment industry. One of the things that I look at in some detail on a regular basis is, of course, housing markets, new housing construction, the level of activity in terms of resale markets, and also we look very closely at the residential renovation market and track how well that is progressing from year to year and quarter to quarter. The housing market has been an interesting place recently, of course. It's no surprise that we had a recession in Canada a few years ago that brought the amount of activity in terms of new housing construction down, at least briefly, and things appear to have bounced back up. But I like to think about things in a bit of a longer term context, and I see that we're on a bit of a downtrend, a long-term downtrend in terms of the level of housing investment that takes place in Canada. So if you look at new housing starts, for example, our peak year was in the early 2000s, and we've had now about 7 or 8 years of a gradual decline, and I would say that we're going to be in for some more ahead as we go forward. If we're looking at the renovation sector, of course, that's a little bit different pattern. It also was affected very sharply by the recession, but it came back very quickly, in part due to the assistance of the temporary tax credit that was offered at the time. We've had some gyration since then, but in the most recent couple of quarters, we've seen to have renewed growth in renovation spending, and we expect to have more strength in renovation spending going forward. Of course, in many respects, renovation activity is one of those things that always tends to go up over long periods of time because our housing stock is getting older and it needs repair, obviously in a progressive way. So that's one of the things supporting renovation. But in particular, in the short term, one of the things is interest rates. And so we've got very low rates for financing renovations right now, and that's one of the things which is spurring on activity. So in the months and quarters and next couple of years, I expect to see further softening in terms of new housing construction across the country, but that's going to be offset in many markets by still stronger activity in terms of residential renovation. On net, that really means if you're in the business of selling products into the construction industry, then think about those products going progressively more towards renovation type activity. And if you're in the business of building houses, etc., also think about those kinds of trends in terms of the way that you can make your opportunities as well.